Hey, what's going on, yo? Uh, it's 8:15 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this video fairly quick. But I do have some time, so I figured I'd go ahead and make this. This will be 2021 Expedition League ejections 6 and 7. These both happened in the same game, so I figured, what the heck, just go ahead and cover both of them and uh, make it easy. So this is in Grand Forks, North Dakota. This is the Pier Trappers, based out of Pier, South Dakota, versus the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, who are based out of Brandon, Manitoba, in Canada, but they played the 2021 season, which ended up being their final season, in Grand Forks, North Dakota, due to travel restrictions because of health concerns that were still present at the time. So you can see here, I'm on the bases here. I should not apologize. And you can see the field, the infield is all artificial turf. The outfield is natural grass. And not a bad field, actually. Press box was at field level, and then the grandstand was above it. So that's kind of interesting. So it worked out pretty well. And I remember our dressing room was the largest in Grand Forks because we dressed in a building across the street and across A Street, I guess. And it was upstairs in a big, almost like lounge or concession area in a hockey rink. And so we had all this space. It was definitely the largest room I've ever changed in. So that was good. And the front office in Grand Forks for the Whiskey Jacks were good as well. So this game right here, this is July 17th. This is the day before the last game, before the All-Star break. So everybody was ready to have that break. And this is top of the fourth inning. It's top of the fourth. This game's been kind of going back and forth. Whiskey Jacks are up by 4, scores 8-4. And this seemed like a game where every decision I made went against this one particular team, the Pier Trappers. And obviously that wasn't on purpose, but it just seemed like everything, any close play, was in the Whiskey Jacks' favor. So, and for example, there was a home run to left field. Let me see if I can find it. I guess I go and try to find it. I don't know. Oh, heck. It's not really cooperating with me. See if I can find it. Yeah, I think I can. So they scored a decent bit in the first inning. Let's see. Did I miss it? I wonder if we did. Let me see. Is this it right?
The state line from East Grand Forks, Minnesota to pitch taken. Getting a second runner. 2-1. Torvey checks over at second base. Wine.
You can see me there kind of in the middle of the screen.
A 3-1. A look over at Sitzman over at second base. Does it again. Looks inside and deals on a pitch that will go low. Ball number inning. Over to right. Also has some Torvey.
And that was starting your run score. Yeah.
7 with 26 strikeouts and 16. Ball number 1 ball and Ethan sixes. 1-1 will be chopped foul onto the
that one's video
sure
for
anything, but
well, trying to find
1-2 on University. Strikes no today and fouled into Peck the play. Torvey against the left-handed end up and deal on the outside in an early 1-0 lead. Third straight walks, third at the final out on the inside part. Not all taken on the right. Jacks right now is only swing if you see something you like, because Torvey 2-1. Mason Torvey winds up in another run as it's a 3-1 and a hitter's count to Nolan Langley. The wind up and deal by Torvey will run it, and another run walked in. Shelley gets half of the first inning yesterday before the Whiskey Jacks put up 2 in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that was a mound visit. Okay, hold on. So I haven't gotten to it yet. Wait, I just missed it.
Guajardo will take the at-bat. He walked and was the first of the 5 walks surrendered by Mason Torvey prior to him being...
That's the pitching change. What the heck? Perhaps I could have thought this out a little.
Per inning pitch, as that's a deep fly ball coming. Say no. Then back over at third base. The Trappers just trying to give the Whiskey Jacks a taste of their own medicine. As nothing doing, Cardoso steps on third base. He's laughing about the entire thing.
Appeal a bunch. The Trappers team did, because they had a runner called out in the top of the first in the inning. So then they tried to appeal a bunch of times, and they didn't get it.
Third base, the Trappers just trying to give the Whiskey Jacks a taste of their own medicine. As nothing doing, Cardoso steps on third base. He's laughing about the entire thing. Bring home to misses.
Most part, players are in good spirits about summer
Lewis
games
waits,
like this.
Winds up and deals the 1-0 right down towards Mason. Deep fly ball to...
Hey, this is it right here. Let's see. Watch it.
1-1 count. That's a deep fly ball to left field. Griffin chases back towards the...
Okay, so you see there? Let's see if I can stop it.
1-1 count. That's a deep fly ball to left field. Griffin chases back.
You see the ball right there in the air? And you see it just kind of hits off the top of the wall right there. All right.
Towards the wall. That one hits off the top of the wall. And a home run for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Samuel Barrett declaring it a home run. Caden Cardoso confused. As a home run for Garrett Olson will give the Whiskey Jacks another 3 runs. A 3-run shot for Garrett Olson, his 3rd of the season. The Whiskey Jacks have exploded here in the first inning. All but one batter coming around to score.
There's
Caden Cardoso will argue, and now so will Monterio May. It did hit off the top of the wall, but came back into play. The one umpire who was calling it a home run was Samuel Barrett, who's not currently included in the conversation.
In the first place.
And now Monterio May will come out.
This is when I don't know what was said between the manager and my partner, but I mean, it was a correct decision for him to come and talk to me. So that's what he does.
Talk to Samuel Barrett, the field umpire, to see what he saw.
And I was
either way, it's a big inning for
trying
the
to come up with
That's
something
at least going to be a ground rule double if
it
is taken back.
Oh, shoot.
It did look like it hit
right when I started doing that, I was
top of the wall, if not the very top part of the inside of the ballpark.
Maybe that wasn't right.
And now they're going to ask to appeal to Tristan Jones, the home plate umpire.
And so I decided to...
And it would be very difficult for this to be overturned.
I decided to talk to him. Well, yeah.
It did come back in the ballpark.
Yeah.
And now both umpires will be calling off Monterio May.
I mean, I don't know what we would have done
if it hit off the top of the wall and came back in the ballpark. The question is,
overturn
if it is a home
probably
run.
would have just given him 2, and then all the runners move up.
So if it is overturned, it's likely just going to turn into a ground rule double for Garrett Olson.
That would have just been hard to overturn.
They're going to talk about it. They seem to be agreeing on something, and it is a home run. So Garrett Olson gets a home run by blooping one just over the wall, maybe.
And I remember the Whiskey Jacks manager. My partner said that he talked to him or something like that, and the manager said that the ball hit the fence and then hit the net. It's hard to see, but there's a net behind the outfield fence. The ball hit the fence, hit the net, which brought the ball back onto the field. Look at the video here. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, it was what it was.
Right around 360 feet to that light tower in left field.
At this point,
May will talk about it with Jones, and it's already the second argument that May's had with the umpires, one on the sacrifice fly in the top of the first, and now on the home run.
So anyway, let's get to...
In the score is Yancey. Getting to third base is Andrew.
Fourth.
Played on the outside corner.
This ejection.
Putting Adams on the ropes. We'll need to...
Okay, so top of the fourth.
Scoring run.
Trappers
it's now 8-4.
We're down by 4, 8-4.
Up Andrew Kim.
What's this one? I think it may be right here because he throws over.
Runners at the first and third with one away. First pitch to Kim, taken on the outside part of the 1 count. Still waiting on the official decision from that Williams hit. Pickoff attempt back to Richie Williams. That ball will get away, and now coming in to score will be Jacob Griffin. Taking second and now heading for third. The throw from Sorensen heading to third base will get Richie Williams on the back. Will argue the call.
All right. Now let's back up a little bit. All right. Man could have seen it right there.
Jacob Griffin taking second and now heading for third. The throw from Sorensen heading to third base.
I don't know if he has
taking second and now heading for third. The throw from Sorensen heading to...
Okay, it looks like you may have the ball right around here. So you come right there, and you can see there's the runner, and there's the glove. There's some space there. There's daylight there, so he's not tagged right there. Not tagged right there.
Base.
Not tagged right there. So, from this angle, you can see that that runner was not tagged, and that he was not out. However, from my angle, you can see you can't see that, and so then at this point, I mean the ball has beat him. Looks like the tag's there, and so I had no way of knowing that daylight was there, unless I got too close. But then I can't get too close because what if that runner had decided to hold up at second base and then they try to throw back behind the runner at second base and try to catch him, maybe falling asleep a little bit. I got to be ready for that. It's a downfall of the 2-umpire system where, one guy in the middle has to be just about everywhere. So this is one I know was incorrect.
Well, get Richie Williams on the back. We'll argue the call.
I felt confident.
Now we'll have a loud mouth with Samuel Barrett, who...
The runner doesn't like it. It's understandable. I mean, the runner wasn't tagged, so I get it. And then
Burns is back on Richie Williams. Time will be called as for the third time tonight.
And right there, you can see at the edge of the screen. I'll back it up. Just watch your edge of your screen.
Time will be called as for the third time tonight.
And that's when he gets ejected. That's when the runner said, "You got to be blind." That's what he said. And that's what I put in the report. And so this was actually an easy report. And you cannot see it here, but my partner told me that their third base coach was clapping after I did that. And I asked him about it at the All-Star break. He said, yeah, he said he didn't like the call, but he liked the ejection. And
Ontario May will come out, and now Richie Williams has been ejected from this ball game.
And I let him call time. Come talk to me. Whatever. I'm
May will.
I should have just stood where I was and let him come all the way to
me. It's the third time tonight.
But it's okay. May was a good
that
guy.
Will officially, the Williams hit is officially an E6.
He was
talk
good
is Richie Williams. I believe from what I saw, if it was correct.
Really an issue with him. I didn't really have an issue with
has been ejected.
I mean,
from
when
this
you have
ball
one
game.
team several times like we did with the Pure Trappers, there can be times
May will talk to Samuel Barrett. May himself
as you have
has only been ejected once this season. They will talk about it. Now, not sure what you do with that runner. I assume it's a pinched runner. If that call is overturned, it was a close play at third.
When you have one team over and over again, there's more opportunities to be mad or frustrated with umpire crew, and for an umpire crew to be mad or frustrated at a team. So maybe that's some of what happened there. So I decided to ask about it because I figured maybe from my partner's angle, which was somewhat similar to this angle right here you see from the camera, I figured, well, maybe he saw something.
Now Barrett and Jones will talk to each other.
No, I'm not going to get help. But since I figured, I always want to get this decision.
Saw Samuel Barrett, the field umpire, say okay a couple of times.
Correct. And so I go over to May. I tell him, hey,
heading back to Ontario May, looks like this will remain 2 outs in the frame.
You don't have anything different.
So either way, the error by the pitcher and Sam Marhefke will drive in Jacob Griffin.
So that was ejection number 1. I'll go ahead and let you see this. This is my report. July 17th. 17th. Pure Trappers versus Whiskey Jacks. Top of 4th inning. I called Trappers runner Richard Williams, jersey number 1, out of third base. He reacted negatively to the call, including saying, "You got to be blind," in quotes. I removed Williams from the game. He soon left the field. And I got to give him credit. He walked off the field pretty much immediately after that. And so the next ejection was kind of a flurry. By that, it was just a... I mean, I can look at the video.
As Richie Williams, third base, taking off over for the left field line is the shortstop in Sitzman, unable to go as it was taken out of play. Kim, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single as that pitch will go low. Ball number 1. It's now 8-5, still in favor of the Whiskey Jacks.
When did that was bottom of the 6th.
Second base as well. Reinhardt's throw not in time as the Whiskey Jacks have put up their first runs. Will go out off from Fertile, who's 2.
Okay. So they try to throw over.
Score will be Jackson Sorensen. An RBI single as Lewis frustrated. Double digits now for the Whiskey Jacks. Comes in to score. To the plate base and no throw down by.
Here we go. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Whiskey Jacks are up 10-6 by now. And this is I believe this says bottom of 6. Okay. So it looks like this runner for the Whiskey Jacks tried to steal. Let me watch it.
Runner goes on the pitch inside. The throw down by Strong is offline and running in.
I was a little surprised that the runner decided to try right there.
Into Tyler Skelton. It's a live ball. The throw down by Yancey to third base. And that one is not in time. And the Trappers to third base. Into Tyler Skelton. It's a live ball.
You see here, the ball beats him. But then it's kind of
a throw down by
Well, play. I mean, particularly from my angle where the runner's back is in my way, particularly. And so you can't see where the glove is right here to see if it's touching his hand or not.
A Yancey to third base.
And so I was looking right here.
And that
to see if the runner's foot was off of the base or not. Because if it was off the base, then I could call him up. For some reason, I felt like safe was the right decision there. And again, this is one of those plays. Correct or not, I really don't know. But I'm pretty sure I took the crappy end of the stick here.
That one is not in time. And the Trappers, everybody is going to explode from the dugout in frustration.
Just ruled.
Oh my goodness, highway robbery for the pure Trappers.
And one of the Trappers said, "You suck, I should have ejected him," but I did. Of course, everybody's acting up there. I was like, whatever.
Caden Cardoso is hot with Samuel Barrett. There's already been one ejection on a Trapper player today.
I mean, every
oh my goodness.
There's my partner, Houndra.
As Monterio May will come out to, or no, it's now Tristan Jones talking to a member of the pure Trappers to say, calm down.
I wonder if my partner was thinking, oh, shoot, what the heck is Samuel doing? I don't know. But
oh my goodness.
I mean, I'll fully admit I took the crappy end of the stick right
You
there.
could see even on the Whiskey Jack players' faces that they were just in shock that that was a safe call. So Nolan Drill with a stolen base and an error by the catcher. And Nick Strong will be the first error of the inning for the pure Trappers. Now standing at
they gave him an error. I mean, it wasn't even a bad or anything, but the throw didn't get too far away. The runner just aggressive base run.
Third base, Nolan Drill, the 0-1. A fly ball right to the shortstop and Skelton. Skelton fires.
The throw happens. The out is recorded. And
onto first base in time for the out, so it does not end up mattering.
Can you see
2 runs, both of them earned for.
Maybe you can't. You may not be able to see it.
First base in time for the out, so
let's see. I'm trying to get off the field. You can't see it right now.
Mattering.
So yeah, you see, I turn around because the pitcher was telling me, figure it out, figured the fuck out, multiple times, and it's like, no, you're not gonna say that to me. Here's my report for that one. After bottom of 6th inning, Trappers pitcher, number 26, walk off the field after the third out, continuously yells to me, figured out, and soon went further by saying, figured the F out. I removed Lewis from the game. He looks back and says more before eventually leaving the field. So I think somebody had, well, hold on. Because preferably you like to eject somebody when they're looking at you. I'm trying to get his attention here.
2 runs, both of them earned for
He wasn't looking. So I just go ahead and make the motion anyway, and then somebody else tells him, and he starts turning around. And
City, 3 base hits, an error for the Trappers, and 1 runner left on base.
When I do it again, that's when
2 come across for the Whiskey Jacks. It's now 10-6, Wheat City through 6 innings. Top of the 7th with Skelton, Cardoso, and Bramonti due up.
So, and we actually, if I show you my report again, we could have added more. We just chose not to. Me and my partner, we decided we could have really buried him because let's see. So let's kind of fast forward a little bit. Let's see. So yeah, May comes out asking who I ejected, and he doesn't say anything else. I think I could tell he wanted to say more. I don't know. I mean, again, he was a pretty decent guy, so I didn't have too many issues with him. And then my partner comes to me. I forget. He may have asked what what was going on. And then right now they're having a spin around the bat little contest. Me and Tristan. Where's Tristan? So now he's marking off his lineup card, and we're still waiting for that pitcher that I've ejected to leave the dugout. I think he was busy like changing or getting his stuff on. He was taking his time. Yeah, so I think now he's waiting for that. Where's the volume going to come back?
Back was ejected top of the 7th inning. Confusion in between innings. A player was ejected for the Pure Trappers, unable to tell who it is. As I think, and indeed it is, number 26, Parker Lewis, the pitcher for the Trappers, has been ejected from this ballgame. They were waiting until he left the dugout. So now Richie Williams of the Pure Trappers and Parker Lewis have both been ejected from the ballgame. So we could have
really buried him by putting,
So a new pitcher for the Pure Trappers will be coming in the bottom half of this inning.
He didn't get out
on a night in which the umpiring has gone very far against the Pure Trappers.
Yeah. He's not
a call in which everybody except the 2 men dressed in black were surprised. Parker Lewis, as a throw in by the new pitcher Cameron Daigle, which, by the way, after all of that, a new pitcher for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Cameron Daigle in his 11th appearance for Wheat.
What was I saying? But yeah, those were, let's see, that was all the ejections. So there was the 2 ejections. And
Wheat City has a 5.17 ERA and a 1-0 record in 24 1/3 innings pitched. Last pitched 2 days ago on July 15th against the Pure Trappers. 1 inning pitched, 4 hits allowed, 3 runs, none of them earned as the pitch. The deep right center field, Lingley and Guajardo head back towards the wall and strike on the inside.
So this guy strikes out.
Shoulders with these guys, but have to return to the field tomorrow with the same crew. The Trappers have to not only ring about so with 1 away, nobody on. Cameron Daigle, the new pitcher in relief of Sam Marhefke. Pitch will be called a strike on the inside part of the plate for strike number 1. And the thing about all of this is the Trappers have to not only return to their hotel where they'll likely rub shoulders with these guys, but have to return to the field tomorrow with the same crew.
We did see them, some of the Trappers players that night at the hotel, and there was no ill will at all. Again, this is, people think that, bad blood on the field carries over to all aspects of life. For the most part, what happens between the lines stays between the lines. And because I know my partner would oftentimes go down to the lobby and hang out with players anyway. I was always not wanting to do that, not because I necessarily didn't want to say, oh, I don't want to hang out with those people. They were lesser than me. That's not why. It was because just perception. But I decided to this night. I don't know why this night out of all nights, But I don't know. Maybe I didn't want to seem like a little pussy and not go down. Particularly, I know that my partner was too, so that helped out a little bit. And yeah, everything was fun. We talked about rules and stuff and plays, because I think the first guy I ejected was talking about it with my partner before I got down there. And because Richie, that was the player's name, and my partner's name was Tristan. That's who you see right there. And so Richie asked Tristan, "Oh, why do you eject me, man?" Well, Tristan said, "Oh, well, what'd you say?" He said, "Well, I told him I didn't like the call, and I told him that it wasn't right, that he got it wrong." Allegedly, Tristan said, "And?" Richie said, "I called him blind." There you go. And then later on when I got down there, the Parker, the pitcher, he asked me the same thing, and then Tristan kind of deciphered the same thing. I was like, "Well, what'd you tell him?" So, everything worked out. Yes.
Right. Ball inside, a ball will be called a strike. 2 for 3 today with a double, pop out and fly out. A check swing on a will be 1-2 on the outside part of the plate. Will be called strike number 3. So Cameron Daigle gets through the first 2 batters and the first strikeout of the ball game for Daigle.
I don't understand what the
Sam Marhefke having a decent day on the mound for Wheat City. In 6 innings pitched, allowed 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, walking 2 and striking out 7 batters. Joey Bramante 0 for 3 today with a ground out 2 innings.
Let's see. There was a play at second base. The bottom of the ninth. No, top of the ninth. Yeah, it was a play at second base. There are no more ejections. I'm just showing you some stuff that might be interesting.
That's a new pitcher for the Wheat, pitched in yet a non-save situation. First pitch to Andrew Kim will be called a strike on the outside part of the plate.
He hits a double, but I call him out of second base.
Season. And in his third on July 5th inning, allowed 1 hit, no runs.
He was safe
yesterday, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs. A fly ball to left field. Long run for Drill as that one's going to drop a fair ball for a base hit. Rounding first and now heading for second. Sliding in for second base and out on the play. And the Trappers go crazy once more.
That was close.
Another play that the Trappers are upset about for Samuel Barrett.
He was safe though, but... Yeah,
so a single for Andrew Kim, chopped out, heading for second.
Nobody else wanted to be there, so I was like, "Yeah, why are we gonna waste our time?" Down by 6 anyways.
It was a hit down the left field line, as it will bring up Tyler Skelton with 1 away. Joey Bramante still holding his hands up in the Trappers' dugout. Joey Bramante still holding
that Bramante character. He was a freaking a-hole all season long.
His hands up in the Trappers' dugout. Almost like a statue, has not moved. Back at 1 for their race is in time, and the Trappers down to their final out. Rip baseman moved on to the pitcher's mound.
And then the game
so he is now the pitcher, number 33.
On something they didn't like. So
a ball and a strike, 2 away. The pitch, check swing. It will hit off the barrel. An unfortunate break for Caden Cardoso. It will be a foul ball.
That was foul.
Ball back in the third.
So he has a check swing.
1-2. The pitch.
All right. And then, again, I'm at first base. You can't see me here. I'm over toward first base. And I see this happen. I see the check swing. And I see it, and then I'm starting to think right away in my head, oh, please, Tristan, please do not come ask me, because I had him going. I had him going around. And not because, just to end the game. I legitimately believe that, he went around. Although,
the third.
I can't really tell right here, can you? I think it looks...
2.
It looks more like he did. Well, I don't know. I mean, normal speed, it looks like he did it. When I slow it down, then it looks like he did.
1-2. The pitch from Nick.
See, like the patch of black. Difficult to tell.
Taken outside, and we'll have to have it.
So then of course, he looks over there toward me, I think. I wonder if I'm more or anything. What happened with this?
One more pitch in this ball game. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And I guess I think the hitter might have asked. Caden, the hitter, he might have asked my partner if I went. And so then I see partner's arm go up. I think, gosh dang it. Hey, gummit, why'd you have to do this? Because I had him going.
Appeal down and says he did. Caden Cardoso takes it off. drops his helmet, and the frustration with umpire Samuel Barrett will continue for the Pure Trappers. A strikeout swinging for Caden Cardoso will end the frame.
I don't feel bad about
the Trappers frustrated on a few calls today. First strikeout will end the ball game.
Base coach for the Trappers,
Ontario May will give a handshake to Samuel Barrett. We'll do it one more time at 5:30 tomorrow for the series finale here from Kraft Field and the final game before the All-Star break. We'll take a quick break and bring it back here for a post-game show here on the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks YouTube channel. 13-7, Whiskey Jacks victorious.
So that's it's pretty much that. I'm putting up the thumbnail for this video. So yeah, that was just a weird game for me. It seemed like everything went against this one particular team. And I'm glad they were the visiting team. Because if it had been the home team, probably been a little luck. But, I mean, regardless, I know the home run call, from looking at it here on the camera, looks like it was not a home run. So if that's the case, that sucks. The first play at third base when I called the runner out, he was not, as I was able to see on here, but I just couldn't tell from where I was at. That was just an innocent thing right there. The second play at third base, out or safe, I don't know, but I feel like I took the crappy end of the stick there. I could have just ruled out and everything would have been fine. The play at second base in the top of the ninth, he was safe. I just kind of ruled him out on purpose. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. And then the check swing at the end of the game, I felt like he went around. So, got to call what you feel like is right, not always what's easy. So a lot of times I'll hear that when people are talking to umpires and say, hey, always do what's right, not what's easy. Because umpires get paid to do what's right, get paid to make the tough decisions. A lot of times because somebody has to do them. There'll be a
Jack's YouTube channel post-game show.
Winning
pitcher in today's ball game will be Sam Marhefke, who improves to 3-4 on the season after pitching 6 complete innings, allowed 6 runs and 5. And those.
If y'all are concerned about, I don't want you to get copyrighted. Heck, I'm in these videos, and this league doesn't even exist anymore, so I'm not really concerned about
most of those 8 runs going to Mason Torvey, who allowed 7 of them, bringing up Garrett Olson, who hit the go-ahead home run. Those 8 runs in the first, despite the Trappers' best efforts, end up being the victory, as the Trappers fought back and a respectable comeback too, as they at one point cut the deficit to just 2 runs, 8-6. Obviously, some more runs scored after that by the Whiskey Jacks. Today, the Trappers pitchers in 8 innings pitched allowed 14 hits, 13 runs, all of them earned, walking 9 and striking out just 2. For the Whiskey Jacks, 9 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 7 runs, all but one of them earned, walking 2 batters and striking out 11. Trappers had a frustrating day with the field umpire in Samuel Barrett. A couple of players ejected and will be serving suspensions in Parker Lewis and Richie Williams. A frustrating day for the Pure Trappers, as they will have to turn around and try to salvage one game of this 3-game series tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 5:30 here from Kraft Field. Be sure to tune into that game right here on the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks YouTube channel. Until then, from Kraft Field in Grand Forks, North Dakota, I'm Tyler Katz. Have a great rest of your night.
So that's that. That's pretty much it, yeah. So, hope y'all enjoyed this one. I know it went way longer than these videos usually do. But if you took the time to tune into the whole thing, I hope it was informative, entertaining. I know that at the time, during those games, it was not always entertaining. Sometimes it was, I mean, I gotta say, sometimes every now and then if it's a close call, I'll lean the other way, the way, that's not easy, just to maybe piss somebody off, because sometimes it's just fun. It's just fun. I probably shouldn't be that way, but oh well, it's my career. I'll do whatever I want. So anyway, this video is past 40 minutes. Appreciate y'all watching, as always, and I'll be back with 8 and 9, which will probably be both in the same video too, because I had to what? Because 11 was in Western Nebraska. Did I have another one in Piedmont? I gotta see. I'll have to check and see. I gotta go back to 2021 to find these ejection report emails. Let's see. And those 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's right. I only had 11 ejections. So, well, wait, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So next I'll have 8 and 9, which were both in the same game, the same road team, but a different home team. Right, and my ejections were the against the home team. So that'll be a little more of an interesting dynamic to watch there. So I hope you'll tune into that one. Thank you for tuning into this one. As always, I will see y'all next time.